Welcome in, everyone. How we doing tonight? What's new? What's happening? So yeah, pranks. So that's what we're using tonight for our ingredient challenge. Gonna be doing some spicy brownies using the hot sauce, both in like, I don't know what it's absorption sauce. Like it's gonna be a pour over sauce intended to mostly absorb into the brownies after they're cooked. But there's also gonna be the hot sauce in the brownies themselves. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm doing a small batch of them. It's going to be 8 by 8. Yeah, I'm not going to make 9 by 13. I'm not doing... So, that's going to be dessert. That's what I'm going to be starting with. Because afterwards, we're going to have to crank the oven. Because I'm going to be doing pizza 2 ways. And it's basically the same, but I'm going to be trying 2 versions on the sauce. In one case, I'm going to take the tomato sauce from yesterday's pizzas and make a buffalo chicken pizza with that, with all sorts of hot sauce over the top. I'm gonna marinate the chicken in hot sauce. And the other one I want to try is blue cheese as the base, or blue cheese dressing. Maybe mix in some yogurt there, I don't know, but I'm gonna use pre-bought blue cheese. Let's do some coffee. My tweet didn't go out tonight. I thought I'd try putting my name linked in the title, because apparently it shows a bunch of info that you highlight over it. It's sort of like a mini about me page. But then Twitter didn't like when I automatically generated a tweet with a tag in it. Put the water back on the heat when I should have stirred that first. I let it sit too long before I stirred it. Before I stirred it, so how is everyone's evening going? Everyone's having a good week so far? Where'd me mug go? Oh, my mug must still be in the living room. I'm glad you're getting better. At least there's that bunt. I've had some long work days of late, been training a new hire, so I've been traveling to get up to and from her house. The extra money will be nice for him, the extra hours. Nice. Especially if it's like enjoyable work or fast-paced work that you don't really notice goes by. My camera isn't looking as zoomed in as it usually is. Welcome in, everyone. Cheers. Happy to have you here. Happy Wednesday to you. Or Thursday. That'd be hot. So you got green onions, obviously, for topping our pizza. You got celery. But first we're going to have brownies. So we're going to melt some butter. Picking up stuff fast. Nice. Plus you get mileage. Yes. There's all sorts of benefits to that. Especially, I don't know where you're at, but here in California, there's all sorts of benefits for that. I say that, though, in the same time, a vast majority of those programs and stuff like that, you have to jump through all these hoops and do all this paperwork just to get a couple of bucks. And hey, Chris, welcome in. Melt some butters and make some brownies. So I actually didn't have to... Why is that not showing? Let me fix this hydrate command real quick here. Oh, why is it so off? There we go. Now it's looking right. The fudge people are making with Velveeta cheese. Welcome in, Casbro. This will work. Oh, you mean they're not fudging it up? Yeah, we still need a decent amount of that for this. Who would have thought there's a lot of cocoa and chocolate brownies? Well, it does in that can. I just thought it was because they held their heads up so high. Not too shabby. I find myself always wanting to feel better, always wanting to be better, but I'm not that bad. Was trying to come up with ideas for next week, and I was just coming up with blanks after blanks after blanks, and ended up just started looking at what was it on sale. Nice buns. All right. Egg time. I've only got one in here. Here, catch, chat. Funny enough, Buns, I was actually thinking that same thing earlier today. I think some people would be interested in that at the moment. Especially for someone who lives in somewhere where, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm downtown New York or LA or any of that, but price point Northern California, we're not the cheapest for products and goods. In several of the cities, I think in the county and at least in the Bay Area, but I want to say in the county too, have said they're all going to have to raise their taxes too because they don't got money. Eggs in there. I think it's time we add our hot sauce in there. What do you think, chat?
New weekly theme submission.
Meals on a budget. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should have a poll for this on chat, but what a budget is. And keep in mind, if we're doing this cheap enough that I'm just doing like, if we're going extreme budget, like, I mean, what am I going to do? Buy some ramen and do that on stream? You have to take that into consideration too. Welcome in, Mulligan. Thank you for joining in. apologize for skipping over your message at the first time. I apologize for that. And do I measure how much I'm going to put in here? Meh. Oh, I shouldn't have opened this. Oh well. I had this out because this was the nice new bottle. I have an open bottle in the cabinet up here already. No, what I was meaning, Buns, is if you got me on a budget so cheap that, I mean, I'm down to buying like ramen or something like that. It's not much of a stream to just sit there and make ramen, even with some ingredients with it, you know? Right now what I'm making, tonight is my ingredient challenge. And so I have been challenged by chat via the Discord to make dinner and dessert using Frank's hot sauce, or Frank's Red Hot. And that changes every week. It's been going on for a long time at this point. So if you'd like to join in on that, you can join in the Discord and have your own vote and your own say. You can add your own votes, your own suggestions to the list. And so I'm starting off with dessert. And this is going to be a Frank's Red Hot brownie with a red hot chocolate sauce for the brownies. So we got all that good stuff in there. We got the Franks in there. Now we need our leaveners, we need our salt, and I think that's about it. Throw a few of these in there. A little bit of vanilla too. No, I'm leaving it pretty simple, just chocolate. I do have garam masala though. Garam masala, I have cinnamon, I have nutmeg. I'm just going to go with the chocolate. This is some heavy duty cocoa, so I think I'm going to be good with that. pan's not even really dry. It's like I had just cleaned it. Thank you for the follow. Alright, now that we got our pan buttered, let's throw that new challenge up in the calendar here. Excuse my cough, I apologize. So let's see here. It's National Herb Week next week. The 3rd through the 9th. But I think the second, or let's see here, the 9th through the 14th or 15th, gonna be budget dinner night. Budget dinner nights. Hey Trigger, how we be? And so, buns, we've got that up on the calendar now for next month, but, and I already got plans for Friday. I have tentative plans for Sunday, although I haven't put them in the calendar yet. So, I'm going to skip to the next week here. Man, these spatulas usually do a wonderful job of absolutely licking these containers clean, but sometimes you get these mixtures that are just perfectly gritty enough that it still wants to leave a little bit of a layer because that sugar hasn't melted yet. filling up the bowl. Need to test this once more. Of course. Why is it doing that? Oh, that was my bad. It was actually working there. That was me. The script enables and disables the visibility of the layer with the hydrate overlay, and I had left it visible. And so when the program was trying to make it from invisible to visible, which automatically starts it playing, it was already visible and it had already played. Oops. So throwing these in the oven. I'm guessing 20 minutes, maybe 25. And oven already preheated the 350 before the stream started tonight. What's next? What's next? Let's make our sauce for over the top of this after it's done. Gonna have to open up a new thing of cocoa. Let's start with melting butter here. Hey, I just happen to have a stick ready to go here. Actually, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Yeah. You just got a tattoo. What'd you get? What'd you get? Where'd you get it? Did it hurt? Or was it a no issue? I know it's never really a no issue, but there's certainly stuff that's like, oh. I have not been tattooed myself. At one point I had an actual strong desire to get a couple. But I never did. I never saved up the cash to do so. Space stuff. Awesome. What would I get? I don't know. get the tough bit over first, Trigger. I guess that sort of dedicates you to the whole thing that way, too. Oh no. Where'd my trivet go? Did you actively choose to do that way, or or did the tattoo artist decide, or I don't mean necessarily decide. I mean, I doubt they're like, you got to do it this way. They were like, why don't you do it this way, sort of a thing. Frank's. There wasn't enough already in the brownie batter. We're adding more to the top. I don't know that I really want to share my ideas of what I was doing, Buttons, but I had plans to get like my shoulder blade and my upper arm done. Thanks, Trigger. I'll go check those out. Maybe if I have more of it, I'll notice it. I get a little bit of the lingering heat from the sauce, but that's all I really got out of that as far as flavor. The chocolate just completely absorbed it otherwise. So at least the heat will shine through. Leave this over here for now. I didn't set a timer on my brownies. So reset my timer for 16 minutes and take a look at it then. get our chicken marinated. But speaking of budget, I don't know that I need to use both of these chicken breasts for this project. So I think the second one of these is going in a sandwich bag because I'm out of gallon bags. One of the few things that I don't keep a backup of, so I can just keep it in the house. So what part of the sky are we talking about here? Are you getting like an actual like part of the sky on your arm? Are you getting key figures of the sky in your arm? Is it like a black hole or something? Well, I know black holes aren't very well pictured, but is it some galaxy or something? Maybe different spacecrafts? Space, I think you could even extend that out to maybe even Star Wars. Cool. Using up the last of this bottle. I guess it didn't matter if I opened that one because I was going to have to later. I always want to save those bottles, and then I realize how hard they are to fill. I mean, I've got several funnels that would probably fit in there, but regardless. Still planning on Airbnb-ing the place or renting it out. Well, that's not I wouldn't think that would be as much of an issue. in this market, it's certainly it's just a matter of how much you want to get out of it. Like, if you're going to be like a stickler to getting the absolute maximum you can to get out of the market, or so pretty simple there. Just some black pepper, MSG, no salt in there yet, just hot sauce, a little bit of sunflower oil, and garlic, and what else did I throw in there? I think that was it. I already forgot, chat. That's why I videotape everything. I can't even remember long enough that it would take me to write it down. What would you do for broccoli dessert? I certainly did a lovely job cleaning those. There's a couple of different ways you could go with it. To start, you could puree it and use it as a base in a cake, and you probably wouldn't even hardly notice it. I'm going thin cut with my celery. Or the other way is you could go, like Bold has an ingredient that you can pair off with something like that. And in that case, I probably wouldn't go any of the directions that you're all talking. I would think I actually triggered right there, like a yeast bread, a breakfast bread, a coffee cake, something along that line.
I was also annoyed when I started looking at the sales. I realized there was a coupon on these. And I had already bought them. And before someone in chat goes, just go back and get it. Yeah, for what, 50 cents? Yeah, I'll do that if I'm going back to the store, but I ain't gonna make a special trip. Hey, Greek boy. We're making more pizza tonight. Nachos. I have to refresh my memory. Why? What was that, Perrin? It's probably a ways back too. Oh no, it wasn't that long ago. It was the taquitos the other night. The taquitos for the refried bean night. Those worked lovely in pairings with the bean dip. Along the same lines of what reminded me that Trigger was doing nachos. I immediately think nachos and I think of one of two things. Because, well, maybe three things. Single person at the bar, which was the third one I remember. Party favor for the table for a bunch of people. Or catch-all for the real dinner and leftovers. Like, eat the nachos to catch the leftovers from the burrito or from the tacos or the other night the taquitos. Chachi, you just all don't seem to have onions in your homes. I don't know why this is. You all should have onions in your house. Like, they'll last for like a month. They'll last even longer if they're actually properly cured, but they rarely are. Truth is, your onions could probably last you a lot longer than they do, chat, if it wasn't for the way that the supermarkets treat them. If you go and buy your onions that were properly cured from a farmer, they're cured. When it comes to them being in supermarkets, even if they're just open air, here the temperature difference is enough that you'll get some condensation in between the layers or some moisture buildup, and that leads to mold. Let's take a look at these brownies. Whoa. I don't think I've had a fail this bad on stream before, chat. I have no idea what the heck went wrong. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what went wrong there. I don't think I did, but the only thing I can think of is flour. Not enough flour, and I didn't add flour or something. It overflowed. It didn't overflow. Well, it might have minorly overflowed, but it definitely bubbled up to the absolute top of that pan and then collapsed. Let's take a look at my... Yeah, it overflowed a little bit. Couple of drops on the... But it mostly stayed in the pan. I can't even see it on stream right now if it looks, yeah. Oh, the chocolate chips in there. Franks, what you do with my brownies? Arrgh. What makes me think flour there is the amount of oil there and the way that it boiled up like that. I thought I put flour. Did I put flour in that, chat? There should have been flour in those. That's a bummer. Yeah, I think that's probably, I don't know if that's worse or the mushroom fail was worse. When I absolutely charcoaled some marshmallow, or not marshmallows, but mushrooms. Failed on those mushrooms almost as badly as I did trying to pronounce them there. That's lame, chat. I wanted spicy brownies. Oh well. Guess I'm living with spicy pizza instead. But speaking of budget eats, let's look. I mean, this is not on the most expensive end of my meals. Then again, I don't have the cheese on this receipt. Yeah, this isn't a very good interpretation of what it cost me, but and that is mostly in the fact that it, the cost of that is relatively inexpensive. Yeah, that's just going in the sink, chat. Let's see. With what I think the cheese costs, I could, and everything not sale prices, just straight retail. 2 pizzas, cheese, sauce. Yeah, the sauce was on a past receipt too. That I remember the price on. Raise the temp here on the oven. Maths. I can do those 2 pizzas retail for under $25. Pepperoni, cheese, sauce, quality cheese, fresh dough. You can do it considerably cheaper if you make the dough yourself, but that requires, planning a day or two ahead. I did. That is mostly because I know that these are pretty much generally all made in the same couple of factories, frozen and then sold under a couple of different names. In this case, I'm buying them from my supermarket under their label, but the real advantage to doing it yourself, and something that I haven't done in a minute, is getting yourself some good artisan local flour to do it. Some really freshly ground flour that's got all the flavor to it still, versus and stretch this out some. And then let it rest here on the flour before we do our final stretch. I'm gonna have to cook the chicken before that though. I think it's time we get going with this chicken. My kitchen smells like burnt chocolate now. Which surprisingly, it didn't smell like burnt chocolate until opened the door. That might actually be on the list of things I might get from my home if I had my own pizza set up in my own home that I own. Is a pizza press like the one we had at work. It was just such an easy, lazy way to win at this job. Like, it's a combination of a dough press, so it just pushes it out into a pizza form. And then it's got a heated top piece to it, so it sears the dough enough that it holds its shape. But it allows the rest of the... What actually works even a little bit better, because thinking about it, that then allows the rest of the dough to rest. And the bottom is probably much more even if you do that. It's not that traditional thin crust you're going to get from a New York joint that's been tossed. It's probably going to be thicker, but it'll be more rusted. I don't know if I want that though, too. Like, in terms of what you want for bread, that's what you would want. Do I want that for my pizza? What do you think, chat? Really, I was sort of thinking the same thing. That's why I was digging into the pepperoni. We warming up over here yet, Pan? We're waiting on our pan over here to warm up a bit so we can sear our chicken. Coffee. Well, if you don't have the onions and you have everything else for your nachos, just go dip route. Alright, going on the grill with our chicken here. Yeah. First we're going to do two things. We're going to hit the grill with a bit of olive oil spray. This is just olive oil in a spray bottle. Then we're going to go with the chicken on there. We're back to autofocus on camera. Because I rebooted. Yeah, we'll go like that. And that oil darkening the chicken. It's unusual. I don't hear planes going by very often. As everyone checks the databases of where planes are so they can figure out where I live. Plane will take up half of Sonoma County anyways. Actually, for there being no military around here in Sonoma County, I hear quite a bit of military airplanes. But my assumption is much of that is Coast Guard. All four of those anti-Michael Bolton people. Please don't misinterpret that. Taken out of context, that could have sounded really bad, and I did not mean it that way. Yeah, that toothless entity known as the FDA that makes it I guess they have a lot more teeth when it comes to the drug side, but the food side, not as funny as the time I got chased by a pig while trying to get to a building for work. I would just assume that it is not. Did my music stop again? Nah, it's still going, okay. Something about the sizzling on my end. I know things are a little bit more balanced on your end of seeing what's going on. In my ear tonight, my voice is a bit quieter than it typically is. But that's partially because of one of the settings I changed, so it might be actually true to everyone. And every time that I have something going on the stove, sizzling, popping, bubbling, boiling, those sounds completely drowned out whatever music is playing. And I know that it doesn't do that in the actual VODs. I assume it doesn't happen for you folks, but it does for me. Ooh, we need to go a bit longer with that one. That might need to go in the oven. I think you're going in the oven there, chicken. So now we're just waiting on our chicken to cool down a little, well, cook through a little bit in the oven, and then to cool down so that I can chop it. I can't decide if I like these or not. These are probably very easy to recycle if they were properly, if they were done with Terra or something like that, where they could have a regular you just gotta crush them to get the metal away from the paper. At the same time, they take up so much room in my trash because I'm trashing them. Feel that way about coffee too. There's a couple of vendors in coffee here. I think they've mostly switched away from it due to packaging costs and inflation in recent years. Inflation being not just this year, which was much more pronounced, but during the pandemic too. But they were doing cans, and some of them were doing refills on the cans, which is an awesome option if you're going to the farmer's market regularly to see them, or you can go to one of their shops. But they all seem to be moving away from that. But I still think, it's better than a plastic bag. We'll give it 5 minutes in that extremely hot oven. I could just YOLO it and slice it and be like, well, it's going on top of a pizza, it's going to get cooked in the oven that way. I'm just now realizing that I've added YOLO to my dictionary. That disturbs me. I hope that disturbs you, chat.
Which should I do first, chat? Should I do the blue cheese? Or should I do the tomato? In question for both of them, should I add yogurt to either of them? I say that mostly because I have yogurt, chilling in the fridge without a real planned use for it. Whatever I don't use of it's going to end up being like frozen ice, frozen yogurt, ice. Looking to see who's out there, see if there's someone give them a grade here in a little bit. Let's see if we've completely burnt our chicken now. Ah, we're looking okay there. Yeah. Oops, canceled my oven. I definitely want that oven still on for my pizza. This is getting warm in my hand. This was not the thing I wanted to use. I just used my bamboo board, which I need to use as my pizza spatula, or my peel. That was the word that I was searching for the last 30 seconds in my head. The peel. So we want this dry and clean. Can I leave that in this direction? Had the fan hit it? Nope.
Ah, there's no D. I was gonna say extrude. Texture, nice. Nice texture. I guess I'm just gonna go with it here, chat. I should let this rest a bit longer, but I'm hungry. Should let that rest a bit longer. Doesn't look like that Frank's was nearly the only thing on that chicken, does it? That doesn't look like Frank's chicken to me so far, but that's most certainly Frank's chicken so far. You didn't know Frank had chicken? Yeah, Frank had chicken. Hiding that from myself, not from chat. Okay, I think we're pretty much there with making our first pie. Hey, Elfie. Well, tonight is Frank's Red Hot as an ingredient challenge. This is the basis for the original buffalo wings, that emulsified with butter. But tonight, I'm instead making pizza. And I was going to make brownies, but my brownies turned out into an epic failure. And you're going to have to go back in the VOD to see them if you would like to see them. They're already sunken in water in my sink. But the brownies didn't turn out tonight, chat. It was almost a bigger tragedy. They almost got everything dirty, but they stayed nice in their pan. They were polite for being messy. I can stretch that more. I didn't see anyone in chat say we had to do one or the other over the other as far as the first one of the night. So I'm thinking I'm going with tomato for the first one. But yes, this is probably my biggest fail in cooking on stream. And it's certainly my biggest one in quite a while, but whether it's my biggest to date, I probably go too high up on the crust for some people. I don't mind a little baked on sauce on my crust. But if you're in a pizzeria or a pizza joint, they're on top of not wanting to use half as much sauce as I've got on there. They'll want you to stay like inside the border. This ain't paint by numbers though. Well, I was more meaning that because I'm certain that some people, if I've got anyone that worked in, such and such pizzeria as a teenager, which a fair number of kids do work at a pizzeria at some point. Yeah. That's what ends up happening. And I just wanted to let people know that, hey, that's probably not how you were told to do this. I don't care. Just like I doubt many people throw pepperoni on their buffalo chicken pizzas. But I don't care. I don't have my Burger King overlay to let people know that this isn't their way. That only got used once or twice. You have to be a rather OG to see that one. What else am I putting on this before it goes in the oven? Do I want to put the chicken on it before it goes in the oven? This chicken was cooked through, so yeah, I think I'm going to live with the chicken as is. I'm going to put it on after it's been in the oven. And no pineapple yet. People love their pizza. Like, I'm pretty certain that there's, like, in fact, I know there's some people that, eat essentially nothing but pizza. But I think it's a larger percentage than many people realize. Well, you get into any comment section and people have opinions about just about everything. And food's just one of those things that in some way we all share in some way or another. So it's both a wonderful thing to bond over and complain about. I muted myself. Thank you, Cosmic. My voice sounding any different from the last stream? I mean, I plan to look at the VODs to see if there's a difference, but if anyone else notices the difference, that would be awesome. Worse or better would be good to know. I removed a fair amount of boost on the mic. Oh hey, I probably should have set a timer for that pie, shouldn't I? Well, that's definitely going to need another couple minutes. We got any Frank's fanatics out there in chat? What do you put your Franks on? You put Franks on something other than your Franks or your wings? I'm just now realizing that that's probably why it was originally named Frank's. I don't know, maybe there was a Frank's? But hot sauce for your Franks? I've never put Frank's hot sauce on a Frank. I didn't make a bag for my blue cheese, but blue cheese has chunks. So it's just gonna go on there sort of messy, I think, chat. Another question for chat for their opinions. Do you put the celery on and bake the celery, or do you keep the celery raw? I kept it off for two reasons. One, the idea of cooking the celery didn't sound like it was going to improve it in flavor to me. And two, cooking it will most certainly release a ton of moisture. And I don't want to create, a kiddie pool of liquid in my pie. I want pizza. And here I thought people were so opinionated about their pizza toppings. Let's look at this pie. I want to give that still another couple minutes. Yeah, it's mostly there for the crunch. Give a little texture to the whole thing. Which cooking is going to reduce that texture. Celery, it's still going to be. And would you thin cut it, or would you go a little thicker with it? This is still not super thin. Like, there's still some rigidity there. Pizza. Pizza. Oops, that all came off at once there. And we can't do this without Frank's on there. Leave that hole for right now. And so now we're going to do pie number 2. Quit sticking. Quit sticking my hand. Quit sticking to yourself. And for our second one here, we're starting off with the blue cheese. And of course I go for the cup and char style pepperoni. The ones with the little bit of a skin on them, so when they actually cook, they cup up. Because most pepperoni makers are too cheap to put an actual casing on their pepperoni. They much rather sell you spicy hot dog. Going a bit heavier pepperoni this round. Leaving that one right there. That's going in the oven. set another timer here. A little Morse code with the I'm not going to transfer it. Doing a little cleanup here, I guess, while we wait on this last pizza. It's a shame I don't have some pretty brownies to do a taste test of right now. I wish I did, chat. I don't remember what I did for my protein last time I did Frank's Red Hot. I remember what I did for the dessert. And obviously that turned out much better than tonight's. The last time I did Frank's Hot Sauce, which, by the way, chat, this is the second time this has won the ingredient challenge. The first time I did a spicy caramel sauce and drizzled that over ice cream. That actually turned out pretty good. The ice cream, yeah, yummy. Just a simple vanilla ice cream. But I would love a little cinnamon with that matchup too. But just the caramel and the spice and the pepper along with the cooling vanilla ice cream to go along with it. It was a good combo. It's not something that I would want all the time, and it's not what I think of when I want, you know, like a sundae, but I'm also the type that one of my favorite ways to eat ice cream is just simple vanilla with granulated sugar and cinnamon over the top of it. Because you get the little bit of a crunch from the sugar that isn't quite finely done. You get the smoothness of the vanilla ice cream and the cooling of that, and the cinnamon ice cream is just cinnamon just goes with everything. Cinnamon should maybe be in the competition there with chocolate and bacon. Because cinnamon goes in everything. Let's take a photo of the other one and get that out of the way here. Saw a glimpse of Trigger's tattoo in the Discord that he was talking about earlier, and certainly looking colorful. I didn't get a full I got like a passing glance. I could just clean the knife, but that would be entirely too much work. Let's spend twice as much time rubbing it with my finger to make it look like it's clean. And then it still isn't clean, so I'm going to clean it. Meta fan, how did you not guess that? No, we'll give that a whole another minute. Who wants pizza, chat? It's pizza 2 nights in a row for me now. Interesting. the interesting for me is mostly the definition of Matafan, but I guess all of it is the definition. But I mean, the quench the hunger parts of it. Kind of looks like I have mentioned and noticed that our scramble is somewhat either psychic or knowing of what is happening on stream. I don't know how it does it. I swear I don't have Ozzy trapped in my basement writing it. I'm going to put a little more blue cheese on top. Just a little bit, though. A lot of green onion. Grab another couple of photos here. Well, I hope you're not like, oh, that looks disgusting. Because that looks amazing to me right now. I want some of all of this. I'm sad about the brownies still, though. On the phone, not in person, Jason. Trying to point at what I wanted it to focus at with my finger. Alright, let's pull this out of here. Some bubbles there. There's some bubbles there. There be bubbles. Tastes like Frank's, chat. All right, me friends, me mateys. I think that is where we are going to call it for this evening. Do you believe this is a bit of a fail for an ingredient challenge? Like I said, let me know in the Discord what you think. Is this worse than the mushroom incident? If you were around for the mushroom incident, that was quite a while ago at this point. But what do you think was worse, burning brownies or burning the mushrooms? Gonna be back here on Friday. Gonna be doing beef stir fry. So we're gonna be doing that one. And yeah, I got more plans coming up here in the future. Good stuff. We got the budget challenge for not this coming week. I start my weeks here on Friday on stream. So our Friday is our start of our week here on stream. So Friday we're starting with beef stir fry. And then next week on Friday, we're going to be starting our budget challenges. Gonna have to figure out what sort of price point we want to work with that. I off the top of my head want to say $20, but let me know what you think in the Discord, whether you think should do more, should do less. What do you think? I think you're all amazing for hanging out with me. And I'm not going to raid anyone tonight, I don't think. I hope to see you all back here on Friday. Get some stir-fry action in. Maybe I'll even make some noodles. I don't know. I don't have full plans for it. It was just the plans of using beef. Love your faces. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you back on Friday. Good night.